All right, Dan, let's be honest. When packing for a trip, does your suitcase look nice and organized like the right or a little messy like the left?
Maybe a little in between, but I certainly need some help. Today we're getting advice so that all of our future packed suitcases are nice and organized. Laura Souders is back with us today to help us get it together ahead of those summer vacations. So, Laura, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
There's so much going on with summer, and we all want to get away, but there's a lot of work to do before getting to our destination. So, the first thing you recommend is making a list. Seems simple, right?
Exactly. Make that list because you make a list to go to the grocery store. You make so many lists. I mean, if I don't make one for the grocery store, I come home and kick myself. I forgot something.
Yeah.
So make the list for whatever trip you have. You can even make multiple lists, like if you're doing a business trip or camping, and then you keep that list right in your suitcase or right with your things to pack.
Sure.
So the next time you get all the things you need and you're not reinventing the wheel each time.
Maybe even a spreadsheet. I'm kind of a spreadsheet guy, keeping an active list going.
It helps. Now, the next thing you want to do is to purge.
Purge.
Yeah.
So it's great to have those little travel size things to take in your luggage, but what we end up doing is sticking all of the travel size things in one bag and taking it all. So we're really not saving ourselves any space or any weight when you're trying to weigh your suitcases and things like that. So make sure you purge all of those extra soaps you've gotten while traveling and just get it down to the minimal amount that you need.
And this goes back to another tip that, planning what you'll wear when you get there. Talk to us a little bit about that. My wife tries to get me to do this. I just can't picture it. Until I know what it's like that day, I don't know what I'm putting on.
Yeah.
So you want to try to take some things that you'll use maybe for two different outfits or two different events or things like that. You can layer things, but you also want to plan what are you going to wear for what activities or what days.
And we should know the weather.
You should absolutely
we should know the plan. Dan.
Exactly. There's no reason for you guys not to have
It's a day-to-day thing for me, though.
So if you pack things and say, this is what I'm going to wear Monday, here's my Tuesday outfit, then you're not as likely to have extra and come home with that whole suitcase of stuff that you never wore.
Right.
So a couple things in here, you keep tucking and tucking, it ends up filling up the whole suitcase. Instead, we have a limited amount that we can use. And that'll help us to have a space that this is all that fits.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So your last tip is to assign bags or compartments, right?
Right.
For different
How
things.
do you do that?
Okay, a lot of people roll their clothing to make it smaller, and then you use these great bags. You can use the compression packing bags, packing cubes they call them. So you put all your stuff in, and then you can even close it, and it'll smush it down even smaller. What's great about these are that if you go to your hotel and you don't want to unpack everything, you can just look in whichever bag you want without pulling everything out and making it a mess. And then when you want to unpack, either at the hotel or wherever you are, or at home, you just take this over and here's all my jeans, here's all my socks. You can put them away easier.
Where do you get these?
Yeah, this is cool.
I got these on Amazon.
Okay. Oh,
They're
easy.
great.
So like little bags inside the big bag.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have so much more on your website. Tell us a little bit how we can find that. Remind the viewers how they can search for that.
You can go to healthierspaces.com, and I have Laura's list there that you can find a lot of my products there to help you to stay organized.
Perfect.
Excellent.
And your book again is called?
Organizing Her Life.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah.
So I think I'm ready to head out.
You're ready to head out, and we'll be back after this.